The desert got extra hot this weekend. Many festival goers made their way to Palm Springs for the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival these past 2 weekends to see hundreds of musical acts. The lineup was filled with some of music's biggest names like Drake, Florence and the Machine, AC/DC, and some lesser-known musicians. The long and diverse lineup gives fans a chance to see many of their favorite artists at once.
I mostly just want to be there for, the experience of actually driving out there and setting up a tent and being in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of people who are just as passionate about the music and just as excited. So,
Coachella isn't the only music festival on the scene.
I've honestly been to so many. I've been to Outside Lands, EDC, Coachella, so they all had different vibes to them.
Music festivals are incredibly popular. They're even setting up for one here on campus. With more than 60 slated to take place in the US this year, music festivals have become more than just a fad. They've changed the way artists share their music and the way their fans experience it.
I think it's about the experience. I think people in general are moving towards being willing to pay more money for experiences rather than objects. So I think the experience of going with a group of your friends and meeting people in the crowd and seeing new bands and seeing new music and just kind of being cut off for 3 days. I think that's why I go, and I think that's why most people go.
Big festivals like Coachella or Electric Daisy Carnival tend to sell out within hours of opening ticket sales. Coachella pays headliners up to $4 million, but jaw-dropping publicity is oftentimes the objective for major artists. For example, Madonna and Drake's kiss was definitely heard around the world. Lesser-known artists also benefit from playing in music festivals. If they get the right time slot and are able to play to big crowds, festivals can make the difference between a new artist surviving and thriving.
it's a great way for them to connect with older fans and attract new fans. And after they see their performances, they'll probably go home and check out their other stuff and maybe support the artists and buy their music or see them at another concert and stuff like that.
Musicians hardly make money from CDs anymore. They make most of their money from live performances, touring, and merchandise. Music festivals are an outlet for them to make more money. Up-and-coming musicians like David Wythrolick praise music festivals like Coachella for giving artists like himself a chance to break into the mainstream music industry.
It's a great thing. It's, a bunch of musicians around, you see a lot of other bands, you meet a lot of people, and usually, being a part of a festival means you're going to get a lot of exposure to fans that wouldn't normally see you. So it's a great experience to network and just reach a wider audience.
Of course, not every festival succeeds. In recent years, Rothbury in Michigan, Bamboozle in New Jersey, and Can Rockas have folded, despite snagging strong headlining names such as the Black Keys and Foo Fighters. But festivals like Coachella, which made $67 million this year, just seem to be getting hotter and hotter.